Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I just came from being with Lori on the Way of Positive Change. She's so great. Seriously, she is the sweetest person. There's no act there. Her energy is so sweet, and she is so sweet. And there's never drama. She is a pure-hearted, wonderful person. So just wanted to throw that out there. All right, I'm here at 12 o'clock or as soon after 12 as I can get here. And I'm here every single day of the year, weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. And I have been for, oh gosh, a year and a half so far. So anyway, I'm take your 12 questions. I sometimes get questions early or like from the chat. Just put them in all caps in the chat. It's kind of first come, first serve. Sometimes I show up with a few of my own, but there's always space. But if I don't read on your question or I choose not to read on it, it is never anything personal. And I really would feel terrible if I hurt your feelings. So I do, please understand. So, all right. Let's see here. 10% of all income that comes in the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And I just wanted to say one last thing right up front before I tell you about the questions for today. And that is, it was so sweet. It was so sweet of Lori to call me psychic, which was very nice of her. But I just want you to know, I want all of you to know, there's nothing I do that you can't. Seriously, I might have more experience, but there's nothing, I am as special as you are. No more, no less, but no more. We are all sparks of the divine, and I just want you to understand that, and to I wish I could help you really feel it deeply, how valuable you are, how connected you are, and how your spirit is always fed, and you will be loved until the end of all. So that's just how it is. It's just how it is. You're gonna have to face it. All right. So I do have a couple of questions I've already put in the description box. Number one, if I go back over here, with all this frustration with Merrick Garland, my frustration with him, I do want to look at what is the future, like not now, what he's doing right now, but what is the future of Merrick Garland? What is his legacy going to be? I'd like to look at that. B. Smith was asking, will the end of the UK mask mandate trigger a third wave or fourth wave? She says, I've lost count. I understand that. Will a surge of COVID cases in the US, I should put that in too, in the US, keep escalating tensions because it seems like MAGA world has lost their collective, shall we call them minds? Anyway. Also, Jules B was asking, did Navalny have anything to do with the leaked Kremlin documents? We can have a look at that because there are, he has a network of people who find out information and release it to the public one way or the other. So, and certainly just even a check-in on Navalny would be good. I worry. Still leave me to worry. I don't know the man, but I worry. And he's not a perfect person, but he's fighting a good fight. Let's put it that way. All right, so those are the questions I saw that I had and that I saw in the chat so far. And, oh, thank you, Christine. Okay, let me see here. So let me have a quick look if I've missed anything. I think I did see, okay, there's B. Smith's question. There's Jules B. her question, looking for anything in all caps. Just put your questions in all caps. Thank you, Kristen, from Uncover the News is here, keeping us in the know up to the minute. Thank you. And see, okay, yes, Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology is streaming in front of a live YouTube audience. It's made possible from viewers like you. Thank you. Okay. Hello, M. Kelpie. Pamela, your flowers are stunning. Let's see your nails. Oh. To go along. So, those are today's nails. And if anybody's wondering why I do the nails and the overlays and all of that, it's to keep the energy up. It's why we don't swear here. It's why we try to keep things as highbrow as possible in the chat or in what I'm doing. But, you know, quite often we're reading on the scum of the earth. So bad stuff comes up, but we try to keep it up here. And then we go down and read on this junk. And then we come back up. And then we go back down. So, and I do have I got the job. I'm so ecstatic. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Oh, okay. Where was I? Okay, Joe is saying problems with the moon wobble and the coastline in America. Yes, Kristen had a headline about that earlier. I might have to go back and find it again. About the Earth, something about climate change and the Earth and the moon's wobble creating flooding on both the east and the west coast, something like that. Cat Shepherd, your birthday, my birthday, everyone's unbirthday. Exactly. Sherry's asking, what will ultimately come of the Arizona fraudit? Well, okay, that's slightly different. Over on, when I was over on Lori's channel, The Way of Positive Change, just an hour ago, we did ask about what's going to happen to cyber ninjas. Cultural appropriation at its dumbest. But we'll look at this is another looking at it from a slightly different angle. So what will ultimately come of the Arizona fraudit? All right, so we'll look at that. And oh, thank you, Katie. The Hermit's Corner. Hey, will the next administration support the child care tax credit? Next administration. As in if Kamala Harris won after Biden leaves? Or are you specifically thinking about the next Republican administration? Could you maybe let me know what specifically you're thinking? Please, I would appreciate it. I'm happy to read on it. Matter of fact, I will copy this and put it at number 7. Okay, just looking for 5 more questions and some clarification. And possibly my mind. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Frosty Bean, thank you. And she's the sweetest. She is the sweetest ever. Dave is saying we are very powerful sparks, everyone, so be positive. Dave, I can say for once, no, it happens more often than not that we're on the same page. But Dave always pushes it. And what I would like to set, kind of a limit on like how far we're going in certain directions. And Dave's just like, ooh, a limit. Let me just get. And I'm like, Dave? He's just like, it's just an ongoing thing. So, okay. Kristen has a question from Uncover the News. When the Canadian border is open, will there be an entitled anti-vax American that will get in with a fake vaccine card, cause an outbreak? Oh my gosh. We'll have a look at that. It's so sad. It's so sad we have to read on this kind of stuff. Okay, there's that. Happy Friday, Deborah. Okay, Linda, will the filibuster be changed or ended? Anything new since the last reading? Sure. Okie dokie. Number 9. I asked just the other day about will there be a carve out for voting rights, but sure, we'll just check in. It's so vitally important right now, especially since the Texas Democrats are in Washington, D.C. and have already been arrested for civil disobedience once that I know of. So, okay. Oh wait, where what? No, okay, YouTube just jumped. C. Torino, thank you. Frosty Bean, will there be a new variant even stronger than Delta? Oh, gosh. Electra, I'm concerned about going there. It's not always MAGAs against vaccines, though. You have sane people like nurses who don't want to be vaccinated. Well, obviously, some people aren't going to be vaccinated. They can't take the vaccines. I don't know if I'm concerned I'm walking into some kind of something I don't understand about whether people taking the vaccine or not are sane, and nurses, and I'm slowly backing away from that. But we'll definitely look at will there be a new variant even stronger. So sad that we have to look at this. Ay. Okay. White Dragon's asking, what's the state of Congress after the 2022 elections? Okay, we could check in on that. I haven't checked in on that in a while. That will be number 11. And okay. Macau's wondering, when will Asia open up to travel? It's going to vary country by country. I'm not getting I'm not getting clear enough energy to be able to answer it. I'm sorry. More than 100 deaths in Germany and counting. Ay. So sad. Okay. Linda C., did Putin have a hand in releasing the Kremlin papers? If so, to what end? I read on this yesterday, but I was picking up that it was Putin, but I could double check. Paula, do any of the Republicans you read about listen to your channel? No. Nope. And that's fine. Perfectly fine. I do want to repeat something I mentioned on Lori's channel, because I've got to give immense credit to Lilac Lantern Tarot. I need to give her full credit because I'm using this from now on. She called Jim Jordan an air horn. And we're done. And we're done. So, okay. Let's see here. So a quick look in the chat, and we're going to jump into the first question. It's going to be about Merrick Garland. All right. So we're starting at about 16 minutes today. Merrick Garland. Okay, do that. I'm glad you liked it, because that was just perfect. All right. What is the future and legacy of Merrick Garland? So not all the frustration now about what he's doing, what he's not doing. Future, legacy. What is his legacy going to be? I guess it's really the legacy. Legacy. Let's just stick with that. Legacy of Merrick Garland going to be? Five of Pentacles. Let's see. Let's see what these cards say. Six of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. What? Well, this has something to do with sending people to jail and dealing with the far right's mess. And he certainly has been up and down on that Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be in the Supreme Court. No, you're not. Oh, you're going to be AG. And working with very much Biden's first attorney general. I don't like this. This is Republicans sitting pretty. But then again, this isn't these people out here. It's the Republicans who are inside in the warm. It's these people who are out in the cold. I need more information. The legacy. What will people look back at Merrick Garland, what he did? Legacy of Merrick Garland, looking back. Two of Pentacles. Okay, unraveling plots, Republican plots, Trump plots. Okay, all right, I like it. Well, he was certainly hammered down by, hammered down by McConnell, what have you. But here we have the belligerent far right bludgeoning coming up against the sword of truth. That's good. I like that. Knight of Swords. Okay, it's aggressive law enforcement. It's not the Chariot like it should be, but okay. Wheel of Fortune again. And Seven of Swords. Okay, aggressive law enforcement's in the middle. This is definitely the sword of truth coming up against this belligerence. And there will be some rise and fall of thieves. It's not as aggressive as I would like, but it's not the worst. Okay. So I have to ask. At the 21:30, is Biden's next AG more aggressive? Will President Biden's next Attorney General be more aggressive? President Biden's next Attorney General be more aggressive in going after people who have broken the law. Okay, Nine of Swords. That's definitely making people worried. Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups. Ten of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Tower. Oh, I would say yes. Oh, yeah. This is Okay, I am back. I apologize. Internet dropped me. They have not fixed the doohickey on the pole yet. I apologize. Anyway, so let me kind of restart this. Okay, at 28, let's ask, will Joe Biden's next attorney general be more aggressive than Merrick Garland? And what I'm getting is Biden's next AG will cause a lot more people to lose sleep. This is Republicans doing their thing, but getting in their way is Biden. And therefore Biden's AG. Oh, thank you guys. This is, I've got the legal 10 of swords and somebody's metaphorical back. This is whatever work they were planning to do, whatever nefarious plans crashing down. So I'm getting, these are more aggressive cards than I was getting from Merrick Garland himself. So, oh, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I understand. I just, I lost a good 250 viewers, and I totally understand why. But anyway. Hello, Sharon. Okay. Thank you, guys. So next up on the hit parade. Oops. What's going on there? Okay. Next up on the hit parade, we have... Okay. Okay, it's 30. Will the surge in COVID cases escalate tension, keep escalating tensions in the US? Then I will read on the UK. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Will the surge in COVID cases in the US keep escalating tensions? Wait, uncover the news. Florida man arrested after trying to throw an alligator on a roof to teach it a lesson. Thank you, Fire Sky. Thank you. Yep, Deseret throwing gators. Hey, Kick Hellbelly. It's been a minute. All right. Rising tensions, escalating tensions. Yeah, this whole, the Delta variant is more it can be, what's the word? Hello. Okay. If the internet, I'm so sorry. If the internet drops me again, I'm just going to stop the stream when it finally lets me back on. I'm just going to record. I'll do a recording of the rest of the readings for today. And I'm not going to cry. I'm not. Okay. All right. So, question is, will the COVID surge 35. Will the COVID surge keep escalating tensions in the US? Will this just get worse and worse? Because right now, these people are, they've lost their, we'll call them minds. I've got the Sun card, I've got the World card. I have got as in, we started to get a handle on it. Things started to get better in the world. But you have these Republicans throwing bits of red meat to their base. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords, this feels like as this escalates, there will reach a point where there will have to start being some national laws put in place about how, not that everybody has to be vaccinated, but protecting the right to be vaccinated and just stopping these stupid, ridiculous laws. I think we're going to end up with some national laws here sooner rather than later because. And thank you guys. Thank you for sticking around with me. Like I said, if I disappear again, I will do a recording of the rest of the question. But hopefully that will be it. So no, okay. So in the UK, 37. I guess they're getting rid of the mask mandate in the UK, and there's real concern about a third or a fourth wave. So in the UK, what's going to happen there? Oh, hello, UK. It's been a while. Queen of Cups. I know the National Health Service isn't perfect by any stretch, but their system is set up to help people, help a higher percentage of people than ours is in the States. I think I can safely say that. Judgment. 4 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords. High Priestess. I am actually feeling that the energy is much better than it is in the States. It's this feels like more of a push on screens and TVs and radio, and just this push for people to get vaccinated. This and whatever laws are in place to keep certain areas safe, they that will be enforced. This doesn't feel like secrets, other than the illness itself. People can be carriers and be walking around without knowing they have it. This feels like the higher wisdom of keeping certain areas safe. And yeah, are there going to be problems? Of course, there are always going to be problems when there are when they remove the safeguards. But I think you're going to be in better shape than we are here in the States. I can tell you that, for what it's worth. So that's what I'm getting there. Do you want some MAGA people? We're giving them away cheap. Anyway. All right, so next question is, Okay, Jules was asking, did Navalny or his network have anything to do with the leaked Kremlin documents? So let's have a look at that. We're at 40. Okay. So did Navalny or his network have anything to do with these leaked Kremlin documents? That, what was it? I had it written down. It's in the description box from yesterday. What did they call him? It ends with inferiority complex, but mentally unstable. Killed by MAGAs? Only if I can use them for if only. Man. That man's a fighter. Did he or his network have anything to do with the leaked Kremlin documents? Barbacle, no more than you. I know. All right, page of wands, that's a messenger. So, okay. That's the card for the reading now. Let's see what the actual reading says. 5 of cups. 9 of wands. 4 of swords. 10 of cups. The sun. No. I don't think so. The card for the reading is the messenger. And it does end up with the non-Putin people, political structure being in a better position, Russians being in a better position. Anything weakens Putin puts Russians in a better position. But this is all disappointment and feeling beaten up and silence. And swords are technology, voting, law enforcement, thought, internal documents, that kind of thing. That falls under this may be the messenger, but this is what falls under this. The actual things, the documents themselves fall under swords, and silence. Nope. But they are fighting the good fight, and they've certainly. I was thinking about Putin in his $1 billion house the other day. Don't know why. But okay. All right. So, okay, this whole moon wobble at 43. Apparently there is a moon wobble, which, yeah, of course there is. That's nothing new. We have a very simplistic view of our solar system. And you think, yes, it's all on one flat plane and everything just goes in these perfect circles. No, not entirely. You get variations of height and up and down and things. That's why we don't have a solar eclipse every time the moon goes between the Earth and the sun. It's because things are wobbling as they're spinning, and then yeah, and Pluto doesn't even have its orbit isn't remotely circular, and it's not even with the majority of the planets on this plane. It's even like going up and down like that too. So musical Neptunian moon wobble. The moon has the wobbles. Yeah, it's just. This is not like, oh my gosh. This isn't like, who was that? It was Gomer, or who was it? Who was the guy who was saying, can we just move the moon or change the orbit of the sun to fix climate, global warming? It's not like that. Anyway, moon wobble. And flooding on east and west coast. So that was Gomer. Thank you, Disrat. Oh, and Catherine, thank you. So between the climate change, the Earth heating up, and the wobbles, there's worry about the flooding on the east and west coast of the U.S., which would mean there'd be flooding elsewhere too. It's not like it would only happen to us, but everyone, sure, let's just move 6 sextillion tons of rock. So it's a passage of planet X. Yes. If there is a planet X, the problem is it's way out there. But sure, let's go with that. Oh, that's right. I don't think Gomer has the patent on stupid. He's not just a member. He's the president. No, he's not. They're worse. There are going to be a lot of worries. This is climate change is about to become the issue of the age. It's what we're going to be reading on. It's what we're going to be worrying about. It's what politicians getting in or out, or Geek Hillbilly saying for the moon to wobble would imply a heck of a gravitational influence. No, it isn't a perfect. It isn't a perfect sphere with everything weighted just so you get natural wobbles. It's normal. Thank you, the Revolution Rookie. He's not only the president of stupid, he's also a client. That's what I was trying to make a reference to. Yes. No, it's just these are not this is not unusual, but it might be happening at a certain time or at a certain, because there's also as the moon is going around the Earth, there's also a time when it comes in closest and when it's farthest away. And if it was a perfectly circular orbit with everything just so, that wouldn't happen. But the apogee and all this stuff, and yeah, it's just how it is. Page of Wands. Whoa! 9 of Wands. Temperance. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. What I'm getting is Republican policies. Stop putting junk in our atmosphere. Stop protecting companies that pour junk into our atmosphere. Temperance. Clean the ocean, clean the stuff, clean everything. Let things go back to the state, a much more natural state. Get the gunk out. And we have to deal with this stuff. It's just going to be this ongoing catastrophes. Flooding, storms, fires, because of these stupid policies. And it's up to us, the more liberal of us, to clean up this mess. That's what I'm getting. So, Brenda, if the moon wobbled, would it affect our emotions? The moon wobbles all the time. It comes closer, it goes farther away. It's not a perfect throw in. Perihelion and aphelion, respectively. Thank you, and I probably just mispronounced that. Thank you. Frosty Bean, Mr. and Mrs. Frosty Bean. Large earthquakes can cause the Earth's pole to change by degrees, and the moon has to readjust its orbit from time to time. Yeah. Wait, Gerber Homestead is saying it was my observation when I was at university that most liberal arts and business majors avoided science classes like the plague. This kind of ignorance doesn't surprise me. Liberal arts make... You are in the safe hands of an art history major. Sorry. Okay. Yes, there are many wobble jokes that can be made. We're going to get through it, but we have to fix the problem. We have to fix the problem now. Okay. Where am I? What will ultimately come of the Arizona fraudit? Result. All right, at 51. What will come of the Arizona fraudit? True exception. Thank you. I think it just depends on the person, and also if people are readers or not. I find I really like hanging out with people who like to read. I find they have more emotional intelligence. They have more intellectual curiosity. They know more. They're just more interesting. Arizona fraudit. And 52. Make it 52. And like I said, if I disappear again, I'll just record the rest. But hopefully it won't come to that. All right, Arizona. I've lived there. I've lived in Phoenix and I lived in Casa Grande. What will be the result of this? 6 of Swords. They're trying to push voters away is what they're doing. Plus the fact that they apparently moved all this stuff up to the woods in Montana, unsecured. King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, this is a Republican. This is state Republican garbage. The Trump base of power. Facing judgment. And the sword of truth. The actual truth about election day. No matter what how much the Republicans push about this, as they are Trump's base of power, the truth wins out over what actually happened on election day. There's some people going to be in charge for moving all that information, but I think they're also, I agree with Lori, I think there may be 1 or 2 more states that are going to do some other version of this stupidity. White Dragon, I like to read, but lately I'm letting the computer read to me. Lazy, I guess. Oh, no. Audiobooks are fantastic. Audiobooks are fantastic. I will have my phone read articles to me while I'm getting ready in the morning, making breakfast and stuff. No, am I muted? Everybody, let me know if I'm muted. Okay, so that is that. Let's have a look at the filibuster. Filibuster changed or ended. Okay. Filibuster changed or ended at 55. Senate filibuster. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara, fellow reader. Senate filibuster changed or ended? I'm so frustrated with Manchin. His energy still feels quite stuck. Confusion. Illusion, delusion, confusion. Yikes. I was saying, I wish I could read with dyslexia and blindness in one eye. I could only do audiobooks and my daughter will read to me. Well, that's wonderful. But that's the thing, you're trying. You're doing something. And there's nothing wrong with audiobooks. Audiobooks are great. So, no, that's a whole different thing. That's being open-minded. That's trying to find solutions. That's the great stuff. Okay. Filibuster. Oh, yeah, because the far right winning outright with all of this. Biden pretending this nostalgia is going to work. Okay, Republican grip on there being no change in the filibuster is weakening. Right now, they're absolutely winning. You would think after the insurrection they wouldn't have a leg to stand on, but no. And look, I like Joe Biden, but I think he's out of touch in some ways. I understand that this wish for things to be more centrist. I'm totally down for a lot of it, but not in when it comes to holding these people accountable and stopping the kind of things Mitch McConnell has done. It's just me. Right now, they're far right's winning right now, but this weakens the Republicans. Actually feels like that includes the far right. Carve-outs? Are we talking carve-outs? Carve-outs or endings? Brenda, what's so wrong about being progressive? Nothing. And everybody should look at the situation and read and find out all the information they can and make a decision based on their experiences and their knowledge. Nothing wrong with being progressive. Nothing at all. I'm a little bit more centrist only in the sense that the national debt makes me crazy. I think it's unsustainable. And that's what hampers a lot, I think. But socially, I'm as liberal as you can get, just about. Anyway. King of Wands. So that's Trump energy. 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands. There's something that's going to hem in the far right. It might be something legal. There's something about to hem them in. And once they're reined in, there are changes. That's what I'm getting on the filibuster currently. It's obviously still in flux, but okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh boy. So next question was from Frosty Bean. Will there be a new variant? Stronger than Delta. Eeks. At 59:30. Will there be a new variant stronger than? A new variant stronger than Delta. Gosh, I hope not. Can you say ugly energy? Knight of Pentacles. Carrying a physical thing place to place. Like virus. Uncover the News is Kristen from Uncover the News is saying Lambda variant and from Peru. It's in Canada, 11 cases. So is Lambda worse than Delta? Oh, and there's Gamma from Brazil. Oh, lovely. So how are these new variants? They're attacking, they're hurting kids. Especially in poorer countries. Those that have money, you end up better off. Your immune system's better in the first place because you have more nutrients. So many have died. Scientists have stepped up and created vaccines, but these things are hurting kids now in a big way. So what happens? Do people finally get vaccinated in a way that makes this go away? Does it burn itself out in some way? Worse variant. Yuck. Epsilon from California. Oh, God. Huh. Wear your masks. All the guidelines. Use them. I mean, I know I'm a germaphobe, but I still wipe down my groceries. I still wipe down packages. I still wear a mask. I still wear gloves. Just keep doing that. I hope it burns out too, Brenda. 3 of Wands. 5 of Cups. Chariots. That's insult to injury. Queen of Swords. There's going to be more aggressive pushes for people to be vaccinated. Laws to be enforced, or bigger parts of governments to come up with laws that overrule local governments, because they're just waiting, and they can't fight it off. And it's just this whole, well, we're not going to pay attention. Yes, you are. Or you're going to prison or jail. As things get worse, they're going to start enforcing laws, changing laws, and we will get hold of this eventually. Hang on. Hi, are we going through the entire Greek alphabet? Alexander's saying 97 of the cases are unvaccinated people. Makes sense. And Desrat's saying when I start wiping down my Cheerios, I'll start getting help. What do you mean, getting help? I don't see anything wrong with wiping down your Cheerio boxes if that's what you. Especially if you have people who come visit you quite often who have underlying conditions and stuff. I really don't want to be the reason my mother passes away. Just saying. 104.30. What are we looking at now? Okay. So at 105, did Putin? No, I wasn't reading on Putin. State of the Congress after the 2022 elections. After midterms. Okay, let's see what we can get. Congress after the 2022 elections. Chris, did your parents get vaccinated? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I have Saturn on my ascendant. You have to understand, better safe than sorry is kind of my motto. So my Sagittarius stellium that's just wild and free and lets everything hang out. That's where you get the crazy nails and the colors and the overlays and the silliness. This is where my Sagittarius comes out to play. Sagittarian energy comes out to play in my chart. On my ascendant, Saturn. Form, clean, sorted out. If hard work, dedication, and everything being solid and above board will pay off in the long run. It's just good, solid, hard work. It's like, okay. That's what my brain does. Okay. Finally, I'll get to Congress after the 2022 elections. Congress. Hopefully this change of power and come January or influx of new people in January will not, it'll work out better than the last one. Yeeks. Lynn saying, plan for the worst, hope for the best. My motto. Perfect. Elizabeth, safety first. See, I'm with you guys. Filibuster, I believe, who said, paraphrasing, be extraordinary in your, be ordinary, actually he said bourgeois, but be ordinary in your daily life so that you may be extraordinary in your art. Knight of Swords. There's law enforcement. I keep getting this. There's something that's going to happen with law enforcement. That's going to come out this year. Things are going to court next year. It's going to have a huge impact on the midterm elections. Katie, be proactive. I like it. Queen of Wands. Devil. 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Magician. Okay. I don't like that the Republicans are sitting, there are Republicans sitting pretty in the center, but the far right are vilified. The corruption, and that corruption is right up against them. So they're in the middle, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win just because they've got the devil smack up against one side and legal decisions on the other. And you can get a good lawyer, but if you think you're sitting pretty and you're standing between the devil and the card of legal decisions, and the card for the reading is aggressive law enforcement. Will Democrats retain control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate? Not presidency. Of course they are. There isn't coming up for. They're not. People aren't coming up for re-election. Duh. Sorry. Habit. Are Democrats going to retain control of the House, and the Senate? House, Senate. Oof. Republicans are going to be making a move. That's usually what happens. If one party controls everything during the presidential election year, the midterms, it's usually the other party that takes over in Congress. So, all right, the House. After the 2022 elections. 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. fairly tight, but I think it's going to be Democrats winning because the Republicans have gone so far to the right, and all of this stuff that they've done is in the center. That's the focus. It isn't this. The center focus isn't their victory. Oh, nay, nay. It's all this horrible stuff. So that gives advantage to this card. But in Congress, Four of Swords, the Fool, Six of Cups. Legal matters are going to bring down Trump. And it leaves Democrats. Again, advantage Democrats. Because being held, the Republicans in the center being held accountable for these things they did. So Democrats sneak in the sides. Hey. Okay, what have I not covered? I got that. I didn't get clarification on that. Oh, wait, this is me here. Got that. Okay. Canadian border. Let's have a look at the Canadian border. At 113. Let's have a look at the Canadian border. Oh, man. All right. Opening of the U.S.-Canada border. The opening of the Canada between the U.S. The opening of the border between the U.S. and Canada, the longest is it undefended? Not undefended. The longest border in the world where basically, well, it was the longest border in the world that basically we get along. Kristen said Canada is looking to open border mid-August to vaccinated Americans. Okay. They might do it too. But if their numbers spike, Trudeau will shut it down. The border. There's a lot of misinformation floating around. Okay. High Priestess. Ace of Swords. Temperance. King of Cups. Hello. All right, 1:17:35. All right, I said last time if I got kicked off again, I would just record, but this is my last reading, so I'm just going to do this. We're reading about the Canadian border. There's a lot of misinformation floating around, and trying to use higher wisdom about vaccinations, trying to be temperate about it, and trying to get commerce going. And Trudeau and Biden, they and their people, they can work together, and yeah, I'm not seeing catastrophe. It's not, but our numbers likely to spread, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you, Kay. Let me see. Thank you, guys. Fool. And there'll probably be some idiot who tries something. Again, King of Cups. Commerce. Vacation. Retirement. All right. I'm getting there will be, the normal kind of flare-ups, but I'm not getting catastrophe, devil tower, death card raining down from the sky. Hopefully it will work out. So thank you so much for your patience today. Thank you for staying with me. Appreciate that. All right, so I will be back tomorrow. I am here every single day. All right, thank you so much. It's 1:30 now. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do the creative time blocks where we all get together and we're writing, but also just doing creative work for really 2 hours. 4 25-minute blocks. But you're always welcome. And hang in there, but I will definitely be back here tomorrow. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you. There are good days ahead, don't forget.